Kia ora, Chrissy back again, and we are going to get into the next episode of the X-Files.
Like, comment, and subscribe, please.
So last time we had Excelsis Day, our team going to an old nursing home to follow up on a case where a woman claimed to have been assaulted by one of the residents there, a 74-year-old resident, or it may have been some kind of a hallucination caused by the mushrooms or the mushroom pills that the residents there were taking by one of the men that were employed there. It was a weird episode overall. But we're going to get into the next episode. If you'd like the full-length reaction to this episode as well as others in the series and other shows, then you can go to my Patreon. The link will be down in the description box below. Otherwise, let's get into it.
Whoever killed her is a real psycho.
Murder weapon?
7 stores in town carry strap razors.
Have somebody check him out.
What about the press?
Just the basics. No mention of this sister thing to anybody.
Sister thing?
Ruben, I need your final report. Call me soon.
Okay, thank you. This is all I can tell you.
Oh, what is she looking suspicious for? I know that face. Yeah,
Ryan, I need a minute.
I know this face.
You didn't show last night. Made dinner.
What?
Sorry, corner's on 1.
Marital problems?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
This address, 10 o'clock tonight.
A motel.
It's a place we can talk.
Oh. So they don't... Oh, I didn't even notice the bloody picture on the desk wasn't of her. So they're having an affair. Man, if you guys are going to have a fucking affair, use fucking protection. Please don't have affairs. Please don't. Been cheated on twice. It's not fun. Uh-oh. Is this her? Oh no! The skull? What the f- Okay. So we saw a guy burying him and then she was digging it up, like however long later for it to become bones.
Any cavities?
I brush after every meal. Would you say they match?
Can you tell just by looking?
Who do they belong to?
Special Agent Sam Chaney. Chaney's a legend. 40 years before the Bureau started profiling violent criminals, Chaney and his partner Tim Ledbetter would work on their own time investigating what were then called stranger killings, what are now called serial murders. Using psychology to solve a crime was something like,
Believing in the paranormal?
Oh, okay. Very early days.
Well, I'd like to know why this policewoman would suddenly drive her car into a field the size of Rhode Island and for no rhyme or reason dig up the bones of a man who's been missing for 50 years.
I guess that's why we're going to Aubrey.
Yes, and also I've always been intrigued by women named BJ.
Of course you have, Mulder. F me. Can't blame the man.
I witnessed a dog digging in the ground. I proceeded to investigate and found a gravesite.
What were you doing in the woods at that hour?
My vehicle was experiencing engine failure.
You left your car.
Over there, sir.
And you saw a dog digging from there?
So from that distance, you could see a dog digging in this field at night?
She was taking a shortcut through the woods to reach a phone. Her path led her through the field.
Have you ever had any clairvoyant experiences? Premonitions, visions, precognitive dreams, things like that?
Oh.
What kind of question is that?
She has.
Dreams?
Yeah.
Look, Agent Mulder.
He can tell too. He can tell by the way she's reacted.
Any further questions specifically pertaining to your investigation of this crime, please feel free to call. Come on, BJ.
What do you think?
So these guys were, trying to sort out these serial killer murders. Clearly they fell victim to the serial killer.
I think the field may have been tilled shortly after Cheney was buried. There are small cuts on the top 3 ribs. I don't think they were made by an animal.
Listen to this, Scully. One must wonder how these monsters are created. Cheney wrote this.
What did he say about the 1942 homicides?
Well, the press called the murder the slash killer.
Sister. Oh.
Were all young women aged 25 to 30. He disabled them with a blow to the head. He would carve the word sister on their chests and paint it on the wall with their blood.
Mulder, these cuts on the ribs, they could have been made by a razor.
Can you make out a word?
No.
No. What? No.
You can find somebody in Aubrey who has a digital scanner.
What? How? How could you tell by rib bones what was carved on the skin?
Mulder, I don't think BJ was in the woods that night because of engine failure. It's obvious BJ and Tillman are having an affair.
How do you know?
A woman senses these things.
No.
The image on the right is Cheney's ribcage. The one on the left was extrapolated from the crime photo of the slash killer's last victim. And now we can compare them.
Could he have carved out another word on his ribcage?
Agent Mulder, have you made any progress in the investigation?
Seems Agent Cheney might have been a victim of the killer he was trying to catch. We're trying to determine if the cuts on his ribcage spell out a word right now. You all right?
I'm surprised he didn't pick up on her on the way she hesitated when he asked her those questions. I'm surprised. Yet Scully picked up on the affair.
Feeling better?
I'm fine now.
Plus she's pregnant, I guess. Well, depending on how far along you are. Might be having the 6th.
Inter-office relationships can be complicated, especially when he's married. You're pregnant, aren't you?
She's good.
Now I know why my mother only had 1 child. She told me about the nausea, but not about the nightmares.
Nightmares?
I'm in a house. Feels familiar. There's a woman that's been hurt. There's a mirror. I see a man's reflection. I recognize his face, but I don't know him. What I remember most is the blood. There's a lot of blood.
Yeah, that's weird for a pregnancy symptom.
Well, BJ's pregnant, and Tillman's the father.
I've approximated the pattern of the cuts to match up with letters.
Well, it could be a word, or it could just be random slashes. Maybe we could find a relative who could
Oh.
the process.
I know what it says. On the rib cage, it spells brother.
So I was going to say brother, like as a smart ass remark, but oh, ended up being right anyway.
You're right.
BJ?
Brian.
What? She's helping with the investigation.
These are crime scene photos. They were sealed. No one had access to them. These are evidence of a homicide that occurred 3 days ago.
No, they're from a case that Agent Ledbetter and Agent Cheney were investigating in 1942 before they disappeared.
Oh, I do remember them saying at the opening about, not mentioning sister. So we've got copycats.
3 days ago, a young woman was murdered, and the word sister was carved into her chest and painted on the wall.
Excuse me, sir. We just got a call. There's been another one.
Copycat.
The victim's name is Bernard Johnson.
BJ?
The woman in her dream.
You said you were in a familiar house?
There's a woman that's been hurt. I look in a mirror and I see a man's reflection. He's got a rash on his face. There's a strange picture on the wall behind him. It's a building like the Washington Monument, but different. And there's a big circular thing beside it.
Like a Ferris wheel. Oh.
It looks something like this.
Could be the Trilon and the Perisphere. Have you ever been to New York City?
Trilon and the Perisphere.
These were the symbols of the 1939 World's Fair.
Do you know why they might have been in your dream?
No idea at all.
The names for the particular things I don't recognize, but the World's Fair I do recognize, like the name.
Can we talk?
What's he going to ask you to do?
You know, I'm willing to go with you for the appointment.
I'm not so sure it's what I want to do.
I thought we agreed that it was the best thing for both of us.
I changed my mind.
What do you mean you changed your mind? You can't just change your mind.
Like hell she can't.
BJ.
Oh, it's Elvis. It's got a hell of a blade cheekbones.
Harry Coakley. He lives in Gainesville, Nebraska since his release from McAllister Penitentiary on December 5th, 1993. He was convicted in 1945 for rape and attempted murder. Coakley carved sister on the chest of his victim, Linda Thibodeau, before she was able to escape and get help from a neighbor.
Why sister?
Well, I don't want to jump to any rash conclusions, but I'd say he's definitely our prime suspect, huh?
Mulder, the man we're talking about, is 77 years old. What if it's cryptomnesia?
Cryptonesia.
Consciously forgotten information.
Yeah, BJ told us that her father was a policeman.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, but that still doesn't explain why she would go into a field and unearth the grave of an FBI agent.
What if the recent murders triggered what was previously buried in her mind? Some connection she'd unconsciously made that no one else had been able to make?
That's a pretty extreme hunch.
I seem to recall you having some pretty extreme hunches.
I never have.
I mean, it's possible. You know, with the digging up of the grave, you know, unlikely, but it's possible.
Harry Coakley?
Holy shit.
Mr. Coakley, our records show that in 1942 you lived in Terrence, Nebraska, an hour's drive away from Aubrey, Missouri.
Fucking got oxygen and he's smoking up a storm.
I don't remember much about that.
Well, I'm sure Mrs. Thibodeau will never forget it.
Doctors said I was sick back then. They gave me some pills. I served my time, and now I'm better.
What kind of pills?
Red and white ones, little sister.
Oh, creep. Creep factor.
Can you tell me where you were about 8:35 p.m. 2 nights ago, Mr. Coakley?
Sitting right where I am now.
Do you have a witness to testify to that?
Mulder.
Are you blind? I can't leave the house without this damn thing. Now, are you about finished with me, little sister?
Oh, that's so creepy. He calls her that. Oh, he looks like happy. Giddy, even. Oh no, she's gonna dream again. Oh my god. Holy shit. Is she doing stuff in here, like, without realizing it? She must be. Oh, fuck! I'm so sorry! Fuck, that scared me. It gave me a fright. Just found another one.
She seemed to be in trouble, but when I opened the door, she just plunged in and came running down the stairs.
Come on. I'm taking her to the hospital.
Keep looking. How is it a bag of bones? Shouldn't they be, like, stretched out in the shape of a person?
Can you tell us what happened, BJ?
Coakley. He was in the room. I saw his reflection in the mirror. He looked just like his picture.
He's got a son?
That's the picture of a young man.
But it was Coakley. I swear it was him.
Where were you last night? You were in Aubrey, weren't you?
He's got to have, like, a son working together with a son or something.
It's all I can do to get to the bathroom, you damn fool. I never touched that woman.
I have the preliminary results from the genetic testing. The PGM subtype matches, the DQ alpha and the D1S
got
are
a-
the same. The results strongly suggest that.
But for some reason, he let BJ live.
Mrs. Thibodeau also survived his attack back in 1945.
I think it's time we paid a visit to Mrs. Thibodeau.
I have a theory. Didn't they say that he raped her? I think he left her with a little something.
That was taken 3 weeks before it happened. I haven't had a picture taken since. It happened up there on the landing. I remember how the light from the window bounced off the razor. It had an ivory handle. He kept saying, someone's got to take the blame, little sister, and it isn't going to be me.
Yeah, what is it with the little sister line?
His father used to beat him, and how he was the only son in a family of 5 daughters.
Okay.
And how he was brutally punished for everything wrong that happened. But if you ask me, that man was born evil.
Mrs. Thibodeau, our records show that you recuperated from your injuries within 2 months. But 9 months later, you checked back into the...
Mm-hmm. She gave it up for
What happened
adoption.
with the child? Coakley's child.
Martin used to say, not to blame the child, that it was just a little thing, an innocent.
Couldn't get your head around it.
Was the
Oh,
spawn of evil.
no.
I couldn't keep it in this house.
I understand.
I gave the baby to an adoption agency. Baby. He's almost 50 now. If you do find him...
Don't want,
No, never mind.
don't want to know?
The bones BJ found under the house belonged to Cheney's partner, Agent Ledbetter. The detectives at the crime scene found an old straight razor under the house. They're trying to lift some prints. Now, Coakley's been released, but I think we have enough to nail him.
Something just doesn't track, Scully. The night she was attacked, BJ said she saw a younger man.
It's like father, like son, I think.
Coakley's grandson.
Are you saying Coakley's grandson attacked BJ?
It would
Oh,
make sense.
well, he's 50, so...
And that would explain the test results of the blood found on Roberta Johnson's fingernails. PGM subtypes are similar among relatives.
So it's not the son, it's the grandson. Okay.
You know, when I was a kid, I would have nightmares. I would wake up in the middle of the night thinking I was the only person left in the world. And I would hear this. My dad would be in his study eating these.
What does that have to do with Coakley?
Well, on a basic cellular level, we're the sum total of all our ancestors' biological matter. But what if more than biological traits get passed down from generation to generation? What if I like sunflower seeds because I'm genetically predisposed to liking them? Jung wrote about it when he talked about the collective unconscious. It's genetic memory, Scully.
I've vaguely heard about that before.
Yeah, thanks. I'll tell him. Danny tracked down Mrs. Thibodeau's son. He was a policeman named Raymond Morrow.
It's BJ's father.
BJ is Coakley's granddaughter.
She's responsible for the murders.
Oh my god!
Well, you honestly think that BJ is capable of murder?
No, but Coakley is, and that's who BJ has become.
That's outrageous.
I think that Coakley's memories, his compulsions, have been passed on genetically to his granddaughter BJ. That's what's driving her to kill.
What's that noise? Why is it so noisy out here?
The cuts on her own chest.
I can't explain everything. Maybe she carved them on herself, or maybe some kind of weird stigmata. Whatever it is, BJ is not herself.
Is that just me? The sound has gone real weird.
Maybe trying to finish what Coakley started.
Yeah, that was really weird. It was like the sound design kind of like took a nap there. Oh, my butt's sore. Oh. Okay. Shit, I didn't see that coming at all. I honestly thought that it was like a grandson, and like it didn't even occur to me as why she was having these like visions or dreams or anything. It didn't occur to me that she could be the bloody grandchild. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, is that ammonia? Yeah. Why is her face all fucked up?
Stop it!
Somebody's got to take the blame,
No.
sister.
No, you're not him. You can't be.
Shoot, mama.
I'm not afraid to use this.
Use it, mama.
You're him.
Oh gosh, she's pregnant too.
what you're doing? Shut up. He's done this to both of us.
Oh, fuck.
Thibodeau!
Mother. Mrs. Thibodeau.
Oh, she's still alive.
First murder occurred after BJ found out she was pregnant. She's looking for someone to blame. I think that's Tillman.
I don't think so, Scully. I think if she's going to go after anyone, it'll be Coakley. She's probably figured out by now that Coakley's her grandfather. If she's looking for someone to blame, it'll be him.
Oh, go save the serial killer. Oh, it's been cut. Of course. Just thinking, she managed to carve sister on her chest pretty well.
No.
What's yeah to be on the other side of the razor. I was gonna say that.
Stop!
The fear.
Please, no. You know the rules. This doesn't stop till you're dead.
She plays a good bad guy. He's still alive. Oh, behind you! Behind you! Fuck, Mulder!
This time you'll stay dead.
Freeze!
BJ, what are you doing?
Let him go.
I'm not BJ.
Yes, you are.
Oh, he's dead.
He's dead.
Shouldn't you be putting her in cuffs?
Detective Morrow has not demonstrated any further physiological changes. Extensive blood work and psychological testing has been conducted in order to determine whether the pregnancy could have been a catalyst for the transformation. We have yet to determine the effects on the fetus. Chromosome testing has determined the child's sex to be male. BJ is on her second week of suicide watch after an unsuccessful attempt to abort her son. Lieutenant Tillman has petitioned to adopt the child, and the case will soon be presented to the courts.
Oh, that's fucking awful. Knowing that she's wanting to, like... I couldn't think of anything worse than wanting to, you know, kill the child that's within you because you're afraid that it's going to be turn out like you. Though if what they're saying, it'll go like it'll skip the generation, right? So it'll go to that child's child, but still. Wow, I really liked that one. I thought it was really good. I liked the I like that it took me by complete surprise that it was her that was the killer. And I don't know why, because usually, you know, I always go for the person that's least likely at the beginning of the episodes, and you know, she does kind of seem least likely because she was having those visions and that. Like I said, I didn't put two and two together that she could have been involved in it more than what she already was. I just thought that she was like a psychic or something. Yeah, we've seen those before. They're not that. You'll say they're not that unheard of, but you know. But yeah, I did like that she ended up being the one, and I liked the change in her come the end. You know, when she had actually changed and she had the scars and stuff like that. Even the original Coakley creep factor. Happy that they managed to kind of like solve the cases of the two dead detectives. But other than that, it was a fun episode, a full episode perhaps, but like I said, I really enjoyed the story behind it. So we're going to leave it there for today. Thank you for joining with me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time for more of the X-Files. See ya.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.